The question is a simple one. Can you give advice to someone who doesn't trust you? No, I believe you answered a little too quickly. Listen carefully to the question. Can you give advice to someone who doesn't trust you? The answer is, well, sure you can. The problem is, they just won't take it. A common mistake made when attempting to lead, persuade, influence, and/or negotiate is to try to reason with a person who's not receptive. Your words only fall on deaf ears or are misconstrued. Your challenge, therefore, is to create a favorable, receptive atmosphere. Simply put, you cannot convince if you cannot connect. Connecting is the key. Harvard Business Review is quoted as reporting that the #1 criteria for advancement and promotion for professionals is the ability to communicate effectively, the ability to connect. Yes, Harvard Business School has empirical data that concludes that if you learn to connect better, it would change your life and use wisely the lives of others. The problem is, we're bombarded with approximately 35,000 messages a day. Everywhere we go and everywhere we look, someone is trying to get our attention, to influence, persuade, or convince us of something. Our world is just cluttered with words, so-called communication. How do we choose which messages to tune in and/or tune out? More to the point, how do our clients choose? That is the focus of this session. We'll discuss 3 specific strategies to lead, persuade, influence in such a way as to motivate people to want to follow, not have to follow. To move them from confrontation to cooperation, to gain their trust and to gain their loyalty. People are predictable. We know, for example, that individuals, in this case our clients, communicate in a specific sequence, a specific form, and a specific style. If you're aware of, listen for, and respond appropriately to each, you can create in a very short period of time that receptive, favorable environment. Sound interesting? And more to the point, does that sound useful? If so, in this session you will learn, first, how to identify and respond appropriately to your client's cognitive mind map, the 5 critical sequential touch points in their decision-making process, and the appropriate response to each. A response that will help you gain their trust and ultimately gain their agreement. Second, people sort of process information in one of 3 distinctive ways. Unless your words and phrases match their preferred method, their form of communication, you will not connect. Or, as it was once so aptly put, what we'll have here is a failure to communicate. Finally, people have a preferred style of delivering and, more importantly for us, receiving information. Some prefer graphs, charts, and statistics, while others prefer personal information. Still others like information presented in metaphors and parables so they can reach their own conclusions, while others see that as an incredible waste of time. They prefer information delivered quickly and directly so they can make a decision and just move on. Using your client's preferred method of delivery in your presentation helps you connect with that client. Not doing so, and you're likely to create resistance where none previously existed. First, there must be trust. You must connect in the right sequence and the right form and the right style. Learn to do that. And as the empirical data suggests, it will change your life and the lives of those you're attempting to lead, persuade, influence, those with whom you're trying to negotiate. If you agree, this is clearly a skill worth mastering. I invite you to, and look forward to seeing you at this session.